she had to know that you had a drug problem, because why else would you be up for 4 days straight?
Welcome back, everyone. Today's case is one of those courtroom roller coasters you don't want to miss. We're looking at Tony Howell, a man caught with methamphetamine facing up to 20 years behind bars. But here's the twist. His defense team pushes for a lighter sentence, highlighting his daughter, his job history, and his struggles with addiction. Meanwhile, the judge has to balance punishment, rehabilitation, and protecting children exposed to his choices. As we dive in, pay attention to how the court weighs family ties, honesty, and responsibility. By the end of this case, the outcome may surprise you.
Record for the state. Defense.
Wendy McClellan.
Are you Mr. Howell?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of controlled substance penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams as a second-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison.
Correct. Understood.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain page, there's an $800 fine to be probated. State recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea that the 703-919 case and 727713 is not being taken in consideration, but is to run concurrent with this case? Did you understand?
Yes.
And did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Here's a critical detail. Tony pleads no contest. That's not the same as admitting guilt. It means he's not fighting the charge, but also not outright saying he's guilty. Why does this matter? Because it allows the court to treat him as guilty for sentencing while still avoiding some implications in future legal battles. At this moment, the defense is banking on Tony's personal circumstances, his time already served, his role as a father, and his work history to sway the judge. But will that outweigh the severity of being caught with meth and children nearby?
Yes.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We ask that you follow the plea bargain. He has been in jail for 187 days. He's got a 2-year-old daughter he's really looking forward to getting back to. He held a job for 2 years at the same place before this offense, and he's looking back to getting back to work and supporting his child. He's never been charged with a felony before.
Oh, right. So who is Leah Hernandez and Anna Hernandez to you?
Those are my stepdaughter.
Your stepdaughters?
Yes.
How old are they?
She is 3, and then Anna's 23, 24.
So why were you parked around the side of a building?
This is where things take a dramatic turn. The officer finds Tony's car parked suspiciously by a building, windows tinted, children in the back, and meth in his possession. Tony admits he stopped to avoid using the drugs and claims he just fell asleep. But ask yourself, do you believe this explanation? Was this really a man trying to fight addiction, or someone caught red-handed making excuses? The presence of children here raises the stakes. It's no longer just about possession, but about endangering minors.
Well, no, it says, I was dispatched to Frio City Road in Doris for a suspicious vehicle parked on the side of the building. Upon my arrival, I turned right on Doris Street and observed a small gray vehicle in a parking lot behind the building. The windows were dark tinted, therefore I could not see inside. I ran the listed vehicle license plate and it did not come back stolen. As I exited my patrol vehicle and began to walk to the driver's side, the driver side window began to roll down. I then could visibly see a male, that's you, in the driver's seat. And then it says, I then observed O1 and O2 in the back seat of the vehicle. So
I was parked because I did not want to do a bump. I had just got some meth, and rather than doing it, I was like, you know what, because I'm honestly was trying to quit. I ended up pulling over and just taking a nap, and I just ended up being stayed there.
Okay, so before you arrived on Frio,
Yes, I
how
was
long
up.
had it been since you had picked up the meth that you had with you?
I believe I had that for 24 hours. I was already up for 4 days prior. So I told myself, like, I was already trying to quit. And I was like, rather than do it and then, you know what I mean? I just ended up cutting into the building, took a nap, and then that nap I ended up falling asleep. And then, yeah, I was woken up by the squad cars.
All right, so who would allow you with a 2-year-old? All right,
Notice how sharply the judge cuts in here. The question isn't just about drugs, it's about responsibility. Who would knowingly leave young children with someone using meth, awake for days at a time? This line of questioning is devastating for Tony, because even if his partner didn't know about the drugs in the car, the judge highlights a deeper truth. Addiction doesn't just harm the addict, it places innocent lives at risk. This is the emotional core of the case. A 3-year-old child.
think, how old did you say the juvenile was? Yeah, 2,
She was 3.
3.
Yes.
Who would allow you with young children?
Well, they didn't know I had it.
Well, no, I mean, I'm assuming the children didn't know you had it, but
No. Anna, she didn't know I had it.
and who is Anna to you?
She was someone I was with. Who's an ex now.
All right, no, I mean, she had to know that you had a drug problem, because why else would you be up for 4 days straight?
She didn't know I had possession of some.
Yeah, I mean, she may not have known you had it with you, but she knew that she's allowing you, a person who is in the throes of your addiction and not sober, to be around a 3-year-old. And at this time, where was your 2-year-old that you are so in love with that you need to get back to?
She was with her mom.
All right. So what type of work do you do?
Food production.
What does that mean?
I was a line lead in food production. It's like we would make the cinnamon rolls at a Starbucks. Go ahead, do the mixers, put it in the machine, goes up, yeah, cuts it, goes down the line. We'll put sprinkles, we'll put the glaze, and then go ahead, bake it, and wrap it up, and then put it in boxes and ship it out.
And who is your support system on the outside?
I have no more support system on the
All right,
outside.
where's your mom, dad?
Dad never knew my mother.
Now we see the human side of Tony. His mother's death, broken family ties, and unresolved grief are all coming to the surface. Addiction rarely starts in isolation. It's often tied to trauma and loss. But here's the tough question for you: should personal tragedy reduce responsibility for criminal behavior, or does it make rehabilitation even more urgent? This is the tension courts face daily, balancing compassion with accountability.
Just passed away.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
I have 8 brothers and 3 sisters. I talked to one brother that I haven't talked to since my mom passed away, and the rest I have yet to speak to.
All right. So why are you all not talking, you and your siblings?
I never had any contact. They were all on my dad's side. Only one was on my mother's side. That's the one that I haven't spoken to since my mom passed away.
And why haven't you spoken to him?
Well, long story short, my mom, she ended up moving in with me, and she ended up passing away at my house. When that happened, of course, everyone came to go and visit and visit and visit. And when she passed away, it just went, everybody stopped visiting. So after maybe a month or 2, I got angry with my brother, and I asked him, like, why haven't you ever called me or et cetera, to check up. I said, I understand you have a family and everything, and you tell me just to always look over mine, but I never understood why he never did, and we just ended up bumping heads after that, and I just haven't spoken to him ever since.
This part is heartbreaking and brutally honest. Tony admits his spiral into meth began after his mother's death. He talks about once being stable, paying bills, holding a job, but grief knocked him off balance. addiction took root, and yet, he also acknowledges his choices, saying if prison is the consequence, he accepts it. Viewers, do you think this level of honesty should earn leniency, or is it too little, too late?
So when did you first start using that?
When my mother passed away.
And how long has that been?
Been 3 years.
Okay. And how often are you using?
After I got out, the first time with PR bond, I'd say 3 or 4 times a month, a week. And then the reason being is because I knew I was gonna come back in here because I knew I missed my court date. And I was like, it's bound. I was like, whether I go turn myself in or not, I said, I'm just bound to come back in here. And me, I never had a problem with drugs. Like I've always had money in my account, I always took care of my bills, I always took care of my mother's bills. I just when she passed away, that downfall, that spiral was just really no joke. And I really felt like all of my aunts and uncles just really abandoned me, especially my brother. And I just took it really to heart and I let it get the best of me. And I'm really want to move forward and move on because my mother told me I never had a father, but she always told me, she's like, make sure your little girl's like knows the best. And I told my mother, I said, with all due respect, I said, I'm gonna be a better parent than you are, but because you taught me how to be. I used to think you weren't always right, but you never led me the wrong way. And I plan on doing that with my little girl. And I really, she deserves a father. She deserves a man that shows, you know what I mean, takes responsibility and I hate to say it because if I'm not a hypocrite, but I get I'm gonna get what I deserve. And if unfortunately, if that's, and I hate to say it, if that means 5, 10 years taken away from my life and going to prison, that's my fault. I should have thought about that before. But I do not feel like that little girl deserves someone like that. I know me personally as a man and what my mother was raising me to be, I could be better than that and do better than that.
Okay. All right. And when's the last time you talked to Anna?
It's been a while.
And you two are not together anymore? Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do.
Here's the turning point. The judge hands Tony 5 years of deferred adjudication. That means no prison time yet. If Tony completes probation, avoids drugs, finds work, and fulfills community service, his case could be dismissed. But here's the catch: if he slips up, the judge can impose the full 20-year sentence. This is the legal system's version of a second chance, but it's a chance that comes with razor-thin margins for error.
The court is going to sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication, $800 fine. That will be probated. This will run concurrent with County Court Cause number 703919 and County Court Cause number 7271. I'm sorry. It's 727713. And who's the complainant in that case? Who's the person you're accused of assaulting in that case? Assault, bodily injury, married.
Anna.
Okay. There's to be no contact with Ana Hernandez. And you said that Leah is your stepdaughter?
Yes.
All right. So there's no contact with Ana Hernandez or Leah Hernandez. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. regular, random UAs. How far did you go in school?
I completed all 12 years.
All right, what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life as far as employment? Where do you see yourself?
I plan on staying in the food, to be honest with you, just because of the whole germs and like I see people like they don't use their gloves and yeah, that is just a bit yeah.
All right, there'll be 120 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived if you obtained some level of higher education or if you completed trade school. So if you're interested and you want to do culinary arts, you can let them know. And if you complete that, then the 120 hours of community service will be waived. There's going to be field visits. I want to do a referral to felony drug court, and that will be in custody. That's a good program. And I think that they'll be able to help you with any type of trauma or any family issues you have related to your mom's passing. And then I'm going to want 120 sober meetings in 120 days. Probation, is there anything else you need? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you feel like you're going to use, pick up the phone, call your probation officer. You're on probation because the state believes you can complete it. Your attorney believes you can complete it. And I want you to be successful. And I always tell people sometimes they feel like they're not deserving of sobriety or deserving of a better life. If you feel as though you're not deserving, just think about your daughter. She's deserving. So if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for your daughter. You understand? All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Hello. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 5978 State versus Tony Howe. Thank you, Deputy. Could I have parties announced?
Jason Garrett for the state, Your Honor.
Abelardo Garza for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Howe?
Yes.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Tony Howe was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 5978 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams on July 16, 2024 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor, violated condition number 1 on or about the 27th day of March 2025 in Bear County, Texas. Defendant Tony Howe committed the offense of tampering with electronic monitoring device violation condition number 1.
How do you plead to that?
Fast forward and here's where everything falls apart. Tony has now been caught tampering with his electronic monitoring device. Translation, he cut off his GPS. That's one of the biggest violations of probation, signaling to the court that he can't be trusted. At this point, the defense pleads for treatment, while the prosecution demands prison. But the judge's patience is gone after all. Tony was already given a golden opportunity, and he threw it away.
Electronic monitoring device violation condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Any objections to the waivers? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, understood.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes.
All right, so here's the thing. These are your decisions after conferring with your counsel. So these are consequences that you will face. So do you wish to continue to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes.
Do you understand that this is a contract with the court? It's not a contract with the state or the defense?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you worked out some sort of plea agreement with the state on this, the court does not have to follow that?
Yes.
And do you understand that in actuality, legally, the state and defense can't work out any type of an agreement and the court have to follow that. Do you understand?
Yes.
So knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number one?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number one true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, there's not, Your Honor.
State, what are you requesting?
State's requesting revocation, Your Honor.
Defense?
We're asking that you follow the recommendations of the probation officer, which is ISP and inpatient treatment.
All right, so you were in felony drug court?
Yes.
And the violation of condition number one is tampering with an electronic monitoring device. Is that removal of GPS?
Yes.
All right. Then what the court will do is court is finding violation of condition number one true. The court will find you guilty and revoke, give you credit for any time served, any time that's being requested.
State's requesting 5 years and 10 permanent correction drugs. No, that's it.
Okay. All right.
Defense?
Yes, sir. Well, again, Your Honor, we're asking the court continue him and recommend that he do inpatient treatment in ISF.
All right, the court is not going to continue you. The court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison. The court will request the therapeutic community. And there is an $800 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. I understood your attorney's argument. I understood probation's request, but you were sent to felony drug court, which is a good program, and you were there and you cut off your monitor. There's nothing I can do to help you. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck with you when you're released from prison. If you can't find a place that can help you with your drug addictions, if I'm still here, you come back here. I'll pick up the phone and try to find a transitional housing for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And there it is. The judge revokes probation and sentences Tony to 5 years in prison. This case shows us how courts balance mercy and accountability. Tony had the chance to rebuild his life through deferred adjudication, community service, and drug treatment. But tampering with the monitor erased the judge's trust. The broader lesson: second chances come with responsibility, and when squandered, the system responds with consequences. What do you think, was 5 years fair, too harsh, or too lenient? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.